everyone! So for today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys some of my most embarrassing moments. So the first one takes place in my high school that I go to currently. I'm not really there as much anymore, but I was a sophomore, I'm pretty sure, and I was dating this disgusting boy. I made a story time about him. But that's not the point of this. I was in an orchestra class, and in my school the orchestra building is very far away in the corner, and to get to any of your other academic classes you had to go out of the music wing, walk through the entire lunchroom commons open area to go up the stairs and go to your other classrooms. So I was just chilling, you know, living my life, walking through the commons when I hear some people yelling my name, and at the time I had just been in kind of a fight with my boyfriend, person that I was dating at the time, so I was just ignoring it. I assumed that it was his friends yelling at me for some reason, so I just kept walking, and I was just walking through the whole commons during passing time. So many people there, you guys, so many people, and there were people yelling my name, and I was just like, stop, chill for a day. So I was walking up the stairs and I just felt my butt, and it was bare, and I forgot to tell you guys that I was wearing a dress with no shorts underneath, and I was also wearing a thong under my dress. Oh my god. So I guess when I put on my backpack, the bottom of my dress got caught on my backpack, and my thong was just showing, everybody could see it, and I felt so embarrassed. So I immediately pulled down my skirt and was holding my dress to my butt, and I turned around to see if anyone was looking at me, and this guy goes like this to me and is like. So all of those people that were yelling my name were probably just random friends or acquaintances that were like, Sonia, put your skirt down, please, And I was embarrassed about that for a long time. Looking back, it wasn't even really that bad. You saw my ass, good for you. The next embarrassing story actually happened very recently with my lovely friend Stella. So we're in a dance class right now at the community college that we go to, and it's called modern dance, and the dances that we do are a little bit difficult. They're kind of weird, and they're not, I don't know, it's some kind of dance. I'm a beginning dancer. I don't know how to dance at all. I'm terrible at dancing, so I don't really know any of the technical terms. But we were practicing this dance that we were doing, and our teacher kind of just expects us to know the dance right away. I feel like maybe I shouldn't be in that class. It's the beginning dance class, but I'm so bad at memorizing choreography and when to do certain dance moves, and I'm just terrible. So she showed us this dance a couple times and was like, okay, you guys, let's practice the dance, we're just gonna practice it. And so we were practicing it, and then she was like, okay, get a partner, and of course I chose Stella as my partner, and she was like, okay, well, we're gonna start doing this thing where we kind of change up the dance a little bit, maybe your partner will do this while you do the opposite dance on the other side. And I was like, okay, cool, I can do that. And she was telling us that we needed to practice that for a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to practice it. And I'm not very good at dancing, as I already mentioned. I'm bad at memorizing it, so I was needing so much help just trying to remember the certain dance moves that I barely knew how to just change it up the way that she wanted us to. She was telling us to practice. She was like, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to practice. And me and Stella were like, okay. And we realized that after that 10 minutes, there's still 10 more minutes of class. What were we gonna do? And we were literally praying that we did not have to perform that dance, because we would be so bad. We would just be so bad. So we were praying that we didn't have to perform the dance. We were trying to practice it, forgetting it, not really knowing what to do. It was a train wreck. So the teacher tells all of us to come over to one side of the classroom, and it's like, okay, we're gonna perform these now in groups of two, two partners. So we were like, oh my god, no, this is what we did not want to do. So we we're like, okay, it's fine, like we'll be able to do it, it's fine. So we didn't go first, we sat there while another group went, and the groups that went before us were so good. Like, they knew the dance, they were doing it like opposite of each other, doing like cool things, and I was like, okay, you know, like, it's fine. So then it is Stella and I's turn, and then another partner goes. And so halfway through the dance, we were supposed to like change up stuff, we didn't really change up anything. We completely forget the dance, and we're up there and everybody's watching us and this other group, and we forget the dance. So I literally just do like a spin, like I turn around, and then I did this like weird somersault cartwheel thing, and then I just stood there until the music ended with Stella, and it was so embarrassing, but it was also kind of hilarious. Like, we sat back down and we were laughing so hard, and we were like, oh my god, we were the worst ever, we were so bad, wow, just terrible. But you know, it was fine. At the end of the day, who is even good at dancing? Not me. So this next story didn't really happen to me, but it was so funny that I want to include it because I overheard it. It was so funny. So I work at a grocery store, and my job is to be a bagger in the front end, and I do carts and I change garbages, and basically I do everything that like nobody else wants to do, but it's fine, like a job's good. So I'm a bagger. There's another bagger who is bagging the check stand in front of me, and you know, it was cool. I was just bagging my stuff, doing whatever, and I look up and I see him pull out a pad from the inside of another lady's shopping bag, and I'm like, what the heck? So in my city, a lot of people bring in their own bags, and they're folded weirdly. Like, I don't know if you guys have those reusable shopping bags or have seen them before, but they come wrapped up weirdly in these little pouches. So I see him pull out this pad from another lady, I assume's shopping bag, I kind of forgot, but I'm like, what the heck is he doing? And I see him holding the pad, like a sanitary pad, pads for periods, like, if you don't know what a pad is, please Google it. And he asked the lady if this is another shopping bag. Oh my god, you guys, I was dying laughing. I was literally crying, and he turns around and he's just like, and I was like laughing so hard. The fact that he took a pad, like, and didn't know what that was. He was older than me. He was like 19, and asked the lady if it was another shopping bag. I was dead. It was so funny, but I can imagine how embarrassed he must have been when he found out that that was not another shopping bag. So my last embarrassing story takes place in 7th grade. It was just really good. So I wanted to try out for the talent show, and I originally had this piano piece planned out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this little like SMH on the piano. I had this little song, it was like, no, 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 you know. So I had a little song planned out, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna perform this in the talent show. And so we had these tryouts, and after school you would come to the auditorium, and they were like, okay, like, you're gonna try out, you're gonna do your thing. So in the last minute, I was like, you know what I should do? I should sing. Like, I should sing. I would be so good. And back then, I did not really have the singing skills that I maybe have acquired now. I feel like I may be a better singer now. I didn't know just anything about singing, never had a voice lesson or anything in my entire life. So I got up there and I was like, I'm gonna sing Taylor Swift's, and I think it was like Love Story or something, and I realized that I didn't have the like a karaoke version, or like an iPod with the karaoke version. So my friend who came with me at the time, she had an iPod, and I was like, do you have that song like on your phone? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, well, can you plug it in and I'm gonna sing it, and I'm gonna sing along with Taylor Swift, like no karaoke, Taylor, just gonna be blasting a Taylor Swift song basically with me like quietly, awkwardly singing. It was terrible. It sounds like there's someone on my porch. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get up on stage, sing along with Taylor Swift. People are gonna be able to somehow hear my voice over Taylor Swift, and it's gonna be really, really good. So I get up there and it starts playing and I'm singing along, and I don't know how I could have been so dumb to like not have a karaoke version at least, but nobody could hear my voice because it was just Taylor Swift blasting over the speakers. Like, I somehow thought that I'd be able to sing over it, and then halfway through the song I forget the lyrics and I'm just like, yeah, I'm good, like I'm done. And so literally only like 2 people clapped. There was a small audience of other people who were waiting to try out, and like 2 of those people clapped. And the next day in class people were like I couldn't really hear you at all, like you sang really quiet. It was just so embarrassing, the fact that I didn't even have a karaoke and I was just singing and Taylor Swift was just too good. So those are all the embarrassing moments that I can think of right now. I just wanted to make this quick little story time with like multiple story times because I feel like I have a bunch of stories that maybe aren't good enough for a whole entire dedicated video, but are for good just to be fun in a video with multiple stories. Let me know if you like this type of video. Also be sure to subscribe for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!